यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्. With the blessings and permission of Mukhya Prana Hanumanta, we are starting this Ramayana for Kids story telling for the children. So this is under Math Junior Sanskrit for Kids. In this we will be telling the story of Ramayana, which is always been told in multiple times. So the story of Ramayana, rather history of Ramayana, is more than 5,000 years old. On the day of Ram Navami, Sri Rama was born. At that time, Ravana, the king of Sri Lanka, was creating havoc in the whole of Bharatavarsha. He, along with his brothers, had done tapasya of Brahma, and he got lot of varas. And by the power of those boons and varas, he had captured the Indraloka, Bhuloka, Patalaloka, everywhere. Ravana's son, Meghnad, had defeated the king of gods Indra. Hence he was called as Indrajit. Ravana had many generals and lieutenants in the whole of Bharatavarsha, scattered across everywhere, who carried his orders of harassing sages, munis and all the good people. To end all these things, Sri Rama took the avatara. Now let's go and learn about his family. Okay. The king of Ayodhya, Dasharatha, was a very mighty king. He was born in the lineage of the Sun dynasty. Okay, a noble and very just king from the lineage of Harishchandra, Raghu. That's why they are also called as Raghuvamshis. Actually, the name of Dasharatha is Nemi. Dasharatha means he can travel in all the 10 directions. There are 8 dikas. Okay, and then there is above and below, that is sky and down. So all the 10 sides, Dasharatha could take his ratha or take his chariot and he can go and fight. He was an ally of the Devatas. He was very strong and powerful, and he was very just king. Everyone loved him a lot, and he always stood by his words. He fought along with Devatas in the war against Asuras. He was famous everywhere. He had one child, girl child by name Shanta, whom he had given to his friend and his cousin for adoption. This Shanta was married to a rishi called Rishyashringa. That story I will tell you some other time. He had 3 wives, Kaushalya, Sumitra and Kaikeyi, who were very devoted to their family and helped him run the Ayodhya kingdom. But they wished for kids. So they went to their guru and they requested that please help us and getting kids. Now, who is their guru? That's a great person. His name is Vashishta. Vashishta Rishi is one of the Sapta Rishis, one of the most revered Maharishis across Bharatavarsha. He was one of the top Rishis in learning, wisdom and penance. His wife was Arundhati. By his Tapobala, he had got Kamadhenu and Nandini in his ashramas. Vashishta and Arundhati are the grandparents of sage Vedavyasa, who wrote none other than Mahabharata. Okay, that is sage Vedavyasa's grandparents there. You know also in the Indian marriages. So what happens whenever they get married, the bride and the groom, the newly married couple, they are asked to come out and they are asked to look in the sky and to see that whether they can see Vashishta and Arundhati. They are the twin towers. You ask your parents, they will tell yes. In the time of marriage, yes, they were shown in the sky, the twin stars of Vashishta and Arundhati. They say yes, we are seeing that. There is a belief that once you see that Vashishta and Arundhati, they were so good as couple. They understood each other so much. So the couple, they bless the couple to be having good understanding and a long happy married life. So on the auspicious day of Sri Ramanavami, the first child was born. That is none other than Sri Rama. She was born to Kaushalya Devi. Bharata was born to Kaikeyi. And Lakshmana and Shatrughna were born to Sumitra. Now who are they? Sri Rama is none other than Mahavishnu himself. And Lakshmana is Sheshanaga, Adishesha. And Sudarshana Chakra is Bharata. And Shankha is Shatrughna. So all the 4 children were born. So today also, after 5,000 years, more than 5,000 years, the day on these when Sri Rama was born, That day is called as Sri Ramanavami. We celebrate it very nicely. The day that Sri Rama is remembered. Every day we remember Sri Rama. On that day, Sri Ramanavami, we prepare sweets and celebrate today also. So this is the story of the birth of Sri Rama. Next, we will learn about the story of how we got Ramayana. Ramayana is a itihasa. It is not a story. It is a itihasa. That means it is a history that has happened on this very bhumi of Bharatavarsha. That how did we get this story? Who told us this story? How did he get to know? All these things we'll learn in the next class. So thank you so much. So thank you, Hanumanta. Shubhamastu.